Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Now today's gonna be a very exciting day. My god, this is gonna be an exciting day. This is my most anticipated snake clutch that I've been waiting for all year. So the female, we have her right here, is this beautiful Bumblebelly gal. Bumblebelly is pastel spider plus the added yellow belly, so the Bumblebee is just a pastel and the spider, but then we get the little yellow belly. Really brings out the pattern. You can kind of see if we can, so usually a bumblebee, when they get an adult, you can see these browns. That's really what a bumblebee is going to turn into over time. But when you add that yellow belly, you really keep a lot of this yellow, and then you also get some of this beautiful whites. Now, this is just an absolutely amazing snake. Now, the pairing we have with this, so here's the thing. This is why this is such an exciting and anxiety-ridden pairing, is the fact that we paired it with two males. Before, I actually did not know that. I was mistaken. I was really bad at popping eggs. Don't give me too hard of a time. I thought this was a female because I could not find the hemipenes. Then I figured out how to pop properly and I found the hemipenes. This right here is a pastel calico yellow belly het clown male. So beforehand, when I thought this was a female, I paired this girl with a super enchi blade, which now that we know is actually just a simple enchi blade from the first clutch that we hatched out a few months ago. Now here's the thing. We had 2 locks, enchi blade. 1 or 2 locks, I can't exactly remember, with this guy. So it's a pretty 50-50 chance, more leaning towards the enchi blade, but there's a chance that this male could have sired this clutch. If that's the case, that means we have the chance to hit ivories, calibees, so much extra stuff, even killer calibees with them both being pastel. We can get that super pastel calibee form, all well and good. Very exciting. I was really hoping for a lot of eggs. We ended up with 4. Your boy didn't incubate it very right, so now we are down to only 2 eggs. So I was really hoping for some calibees. Not only the chances that this is the male that sired the clutch to get my calibees, but now I only have 2 shots to hit calibee. The chances are very slim. They're not on Dakota's side, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I got my little scissors right here, and we're gonna cut this clutch. This clutch is right now sitting at 56 days, so it's the optimal time to cut it. I could wait a little bit longer. Sometimes I wait for them to pip, sometimes I do it at 55, but 56, I'm too anxious. I wanna know what this is. I've been waiting far too long. So you guys ready to see my makeshift little inky dokie? Sorry about that, folks. Camera ran out of battery, so here we are. We have my little makeshift sim container. Pretty much what I did here is I took egg crate and then I used forks to keep the eggs in place. That way everything stays nice and good. The eggs don't roll, everything like that. I've noticed as the days have gone on, pretty much the last week, this has started. This used to be a completely perfect egg, and this one was a little bit dented, but they seem to be getting a little more dented as time goes, so we can, at this point, just... And then what we want to do is just make sure we stay right on the eggshell. And I pretty much just want to cut this way. Oh shit. This might be it. This could be it. I want to make sure that I don't hurt the ball python in any way, shape, or form. Oh shit. Take a look at that. That is looking real nice. Not 100% sure on what we got here. I won't really know what's going on until after the fact, usually until they come out. Again, I'm really bad at eggs, or guessing morphs and while they're in the egg. It looks like a really pretty ball python. That's pretty much what I can tell you. So of course, only 1 out of 2. Let's see what we got in here. I can tell you that that one looks very pretty. Again, not sure. So I don't think this one's alive. You can kind of, I'm not 100%. Looks like the yolk starts to solidify, and so we have kind of like a deformed type thing. So I'm not 100% what's going on with this, but we'll probably have to remove that. But this guy seems well and good. It looks like all the patterns there. But only time will tell as we keep going. Hey, sorry about this. I'm doing a little update on this ball python clutch with my phone. I am very confused. This snake is like pink, and I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure what's going on. We have this little guy that's still alive, still in his shell. Yeah, very strange. I'll keep you guys updated as this goes on. When I first cut the clutch, it almost looked like they were, not done, I guess is the word, but it's weird because it's been 57 days when I cut. Temperatures are fine, you know, we're using the Sea Serpent's incubator. We got the VE 300 going at 89 degrees, as you can see there. Very strange. I will keep you guys posted as we go forward. Alrighty, my dudes, now back to present time. What's going on with this snake clutch? This clutch is, well, the best clutch I've ever had and also the worst. It was a lot of mixed feelings with this clutch because I did so absolutely incredible, but I also messed up really bad, and let's get into the reasons why that is. But real quick before we get into that, I just want to give a little shout out to Monday's video. I just got back yesterday from Andy Simmons' place, which he has just absolutely incredible carpet pythons. Carpet pythons like this guy right here. Although if you think this girl's incredible, you're gonna be blown away by Monday's video, man. That place is absolutely amazing. So many different mutations and just different like carpet pythons. They got jungles, blaze, ocelot, jags, zebras, everything like that. Just a ton of incredible stuff that you guys don't want to miss. But getting back into the video, let's talk about what happened. Now, it's no secret that your boy is a little bit novice to ball pythons. Of course, this is my first ball python year. I haven't been doing this for very long, hence why I don't really talk much about educational videos with ball pythons. I'm kind of just doing my thing as a breeder, collecting more information. As I become more educated, well, in fact, learn more. And with that becomes trial and error things. Now, my newest tip came from a fellow ball python breeder that told me that it would be smart to elevate the eggs off of the substrate itself, so I made this little contraption right here. This is simply some egg crate that is suspended on top of the medium, which is the hatchling or habitulite. I can't remember what it's called. So with that, what I did is I suspended it, made sure the eggs weren't going to roll, anything like that, and I left it there while adding more hydration into the medium itself, having just the ambient humidity work in the egg's favor. However, something must have gone wrong with that. Maybe I didn't add enough water, maybe there was just not enough humidity, because as you saw, those eggs actually quickly desiccated within that 55 to 57 day period. We started out with 4, a couple rolled, so we ended up losing 1, and then as time went on, they became more desiccated. I tried adding more water, but perhaps that just wasn't enough, and we ended up losing yet again another egg, leaving us with 2 eggs to cut during that egg cutting we just looked at a little bit earlier. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, as you saw in that egg cutting with the second ball python egg that we cut, the yolk actually ended up solidifying within the egg. Unfortunately, that snake did not make it. I just assumed that it wasn't developed enough. Somewhere along the way, that that yolk became solidified. It wasn't able to absorb any more of those nutrients. It seemed a little bit on the smaller end. Its head didn't look fully developed. It just looked a little bit strange. And unfortunately, probably, I want to say 2 or 3 days after that cutting, the egg, or the snake itself, eventually perished, unfortunately. Which leads us to our one and only ball python egg that we successfully hatched out of this pairing. Of course, my most exciting pairing of the year. This one I was super stoked for. It was a 1 in a million chance. We paired that super anti-blade, or well, what I thought was a super anti-blade until I figured out otherwise, to this male, or to the female, which then we ended the primary male, which I wanted to use that female, 2 male clutches, siring eggs that could, the possibilities were absolutely endless. And then we end up only getting 1 egg. My dream, my goal for this year, hatching that killer Calibi, seemed to just be fruitless. It was never gonna happen. The odds, 1 in a million shot. But here's the thing. And that thing is, we not only hit the odds on the animal we were looking for, we preceded the odds. This snake that I'm just about to show you guys is the all gene animal -1 gene. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I've talked to a couple other breeders and they backed me up with this. I believe what we are about to look at is the all gene minus 1 yellow belly. Of course, that yellow to yellow belly would have made us an ivory. This is not the case. So out of the pastel calico yellow belly, of course, head for clown, but plus the pastel spider yellow belly, we only missed 1 yellow belly. What does that snake even look like? Well, let's check it out. Oh, and here this absolutely incredible snake is. Let's get him out. Guys, oh my God. Of course, it's not gonna look super good. I'll get some amazing B-roll later with some camera, but this is pretty much the all gene animal right here. Right here, we are looking at super pastel, spider, calico, and yellow belly. So in instance, this is the killer calibi plus the added yellow belly. Going on a 5 gene snake, of course, also possible het clown, of course, with the male being 100% het clown. This is just an absolute banger, my guy. I mean, I cannot believe we actually hatched this snake out. Of course, the snake doesn't look like much right now, and honestly, if you look at stuff like calibis and things like that, they don't. As it goes on, the snake will actually, you can kind of tell with it almost has like a pinkish look. It's actually starting to go away now. This is about 1 week, or I want to say like 5 days out of the egg at this point. You can see as the snake hatches, this kind of like pinkish area will turn bright white, and these yellows will become a little bit better. I'm giving it probably 2 sheds before we really get to see what this animal's gonna look like. Of course, as you can see now, it is partially going into shed, so we're gonna get that first shed and then eventually get some meals in it, and I'm over the moon, guys. I cannot believe we hatched out this snake. Of course, this guy is unfortunately going to be a holdback. I mean, a 5 gene, super pastel, spider, calico, with the hint of being a possible het for clown. I don't care if it's male or female. I'm kind of hoping it's female so we can pair it back to the male, but if it's male, it's still gonna be an absolute powerhouse. I have great plans for this snake. Even just looking at it, man, I cannot believe I hatched this animal out. Literally, 1 in a million odds with only 1 egg, guys, and I hatched the animal out. I went above what my dream was for this clutch, and I did. I am over the moon about this snake right here. However, if you guys are interested in getting snakes from me, we do have quite a few for sale right now, like this absolutely gorgeous Enchi. Oh man, I wish the camera would pick up on the colors better. This guy is just as vibrant as they come. I love the 2-tone pattern they got going on. Let me see if I can focus this. Yeah, look at that. You can see it's a little bit more of like an auburny color at the top, and then it gets a little bit more yellow and white at the bottom. This is an absolutely gorgeous snake. We got a few of these looking like these. These guys did just shed, but let's just put that one back. Then we got like this one right here. We got another one that just shed. And then we also have some like little normal pos blades if you're looking for just like a pet quality animal. Stuff like that. These guys are all right now currently on live still. They're on Fuzzies to Hoppers, so we are working at getting them brought back to Frozen Thawed. So if this is something that interests you, make sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and we can... Now that probably has to be the funniest part about this whole experience is when I cut the egg, I literally thought something was wrong with the clutch because it was a pink snake when it first came out. I thought I did something wrong. Literally, I kept searching, like I cut it too soon somehow, even though I counted out the days 3 times. It was cut at 57 days. I was like, oh my God, I did something wrong. I just ruined this clutch. But no, I actually just got extremely lucky and hit pretty much all the odds I could have. And here I am thinking like worried, like, oh my God, I ruined the snake. Well, once again, before we end this video, I just want to talk about how incredibly lucky this clutch was. So we had not only 2 males paired to this female, the Enchi Blade and the Pastel Calico male, 2 males going on, and then the likelihood of hitting that correct male with the correct female, we had the likelihood of Spider, Pastel, Yellow Belly, Pastel, Calico. Yeah, the odds that I was gonna hatch out this snake. Hang on, let's get the actual odds. If you look it up in the ball python morph calculator, just substituting the 2 males as having the 2 different genetics, which kind of messes up a little bit, but it gives us a 1% chance of hitting those odds. That's just like, I cannot believe I hit that and got this snake. Like, I am just in complete disbelief. There you have it, folks. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll give some updates on the snakes as it goes on. As it gets a few more sheds, you'll really see just how absolutely stunning this animal will be. It's gonna look something like this, guys. It's gonna look absolutely incredible, man. And yeah, I think that's the video. The only unfortunate thing about this fact is, number one, is a small clutch. Number two, I tried to change up how I was doing things, and it ended up just really messing things up, and we only got that one egg. So yeah, I don't have anything to sell. Obviously a snake that good and literally just hitting a 1% chance, I'm gonna keep it. You gotta keep a snake that looks that good. You'll get the babies, we'll have some more next season, everything will be good, but for now, I'm definitely keeping it. You could not get me to sell that snake. That is just too incredible not to keep. But of course, we did show a couple more of those snakes. I believe we have 7 available right now. If you guys want to check those out and DM me for some information, possibly purchasing those animals, you can follow me over on Facebook and Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, but Facebook and Instagram is a place to see if you want to buy some babies from me. And other than that, of course, we got Patreon. Patreon.com/dbcbexotics. This is where you get the inside look about everything that's going on within my breeding business. This includes persistently right now with that gargoyle gecko that we just got from Andy. An absolute amazing gecko. I'm really excited for it. You guys can check that over on Patreon right now, including with the Andy Simmons thing. We'll actually be doing some exclusive bonus content over on Patreon because we filmed a lot of stuff. Like hours. I have hours of film to edit to get a video out. That's why it's pushed so far away, because it's just so much. There's a bunch of stuff you can check out there. It starts as low as $1 a month. If you guys want to check it out, you can follow it down there in the link in the description. Other than that, folks, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to follow me over here at DBCB Exotics. We'll see you next time, but until then, goodbye.